Yeah, the recording is on. Yeah, actually, let me just get started here first. So let's configure the DNS slave here. So DNS slave 01. Okay, so let me grab one fresh server. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna clone the new one. Okay, so for this I need to install the utility. So I'm gonna enable the internet. So this is 112, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the I'm gonna go Okay, I have to look at this here. Hmm. It didn't do it. So all I'm doing is just setting up the static IP. Okay. UI is equals ENP S8, right? 7 or 8.
Yeah, you meant you open the 8, but it could be any name, the ENS, ENP.
0S8, right?
It was 0 but we can put any name, brother, or
No, you have to know which one it's using.
so how do we know?
So you do config IP ADDR. I'll show you. Okay, so let me save an exit. So you should type IP ADDR, and this one is 03. Yeah, you're right. I was looking at the wrong one, 08. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to rename this, right? How are we gonna rename it?
Move.
Yeah. So I wanted 111 and Ethernet static on boot, yes. Like mask, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put down DNS also. 192.168.56.10. And then I'm gonna come back here, IP ADDR, and I'm gonna restart system CTO. Let's restart. So we should get disconnect here. It's not working. It's not taking it.
I think Unit 6 will work.
Just reboot it.
Yeah, restart those. Sometimes IP takes whenever you restart the system.
Okay. So let me go ahead and change the host name. I want it to be DNS slave.gmpt.com. Okay, this is what I want here. And see what else I want. Okay. So what did we put in the host here? Host file name. So you delete all this. So you put down 192.168.56.111 DNS slave at gmpt.com. Okay, and we'll come back to the network file a little later. I might as well do the network file too. Okay, so it says networking equals yes, and host name equals DNS slave at gmpt.com. Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
So we did the same entry in slave also.
Yeah, master and slave almost. Going forward, all the host will have the entries if you're going to be using that static IP address and the domain name and all that. Host name. This is where you're going to be putting in the entries here. So far, we've been using without all this here, right? But in the real world scenario, every computer would need to have its own name.
Okay. And we have not installed any utilities on this one. No, we have done it here.
No, we have not.
We just made a new one. This one is just new one today, right?
Yeah, it's a brand new one.
So if we ping this one to the server that we have configured yesterday, it will not be successful.
You could use only IP address to ping it, not the name.
But I'm just curious, but when we were doing the thing to Google, we didn't install anything. So Google was working.
What do you mean, pinggoogle.com?
Yeah, when we used the thing google.com, we had never installed anything on our computer.
It's going to work because it's pinging outside.
So inside is different. Okay. Okay, I'm learning. I'm watching.
Yeah. Let me do it from here. No?
It's 112, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting, right?
No, I think there was something else.
Okay. So I need to edit this here, make it free. So before that, I'm making sure I'm grabbing the right hardware address, okay?
It's wrong. This one is wrong. Let's go for another way.
That's wrong, right?
Yep.
That's fine. Okay. So I go in history and then I'm going to restart the network.
We need to put all the steps in sequence further also in the document because documents help a lot. If we get stuck, we go watch a YouTube video. So yesterday when I was configuring, I couldn't find out what to do with the machine that I was going to ping to the DNS master, so I was totally lost.
What do you mean?
On the document we had not mentioned anywhere that if we are pinging from the inside, slave should have what are the slave's requirements. So I banged my head pretty much 3 hours and then I gave up. I said, no, we'll talk tomorrow. I didn't know that even till today when you told me that we need to have the slave without the utilities. I was thinking that if I can ping Google without any installation, it should be pinging also. When you mentioned that it's inside of the network is different. So, but there was nothing in the document that says if you need to ping to the DNS master use, what should your computer have?
Yeah, okay. Until you have master and slave set up, it's very difficult. So hopefully when you have master and slave set up, then you will have better understanding, okay?
That makes sense, brother. I'm not arguing about anything. I'm excited that I'm learning this one. I'm looking forward to do it myself.
Yeah. You already did the master, so the slave is even easier.
Well, going through all this hassle, brother, if I take those copies and file on the proper places from one server to the other, that will be time saver. Can I do that, right?
Do what?
From the master, the files that I have already spent time and configured.
Yeah. You could do whatever you want. You could do all the tricks in the book.
Yes. Thank you.
So let's see what the problem is. All this is matching, right? Can you guys see something different? Let's see here. Device EMP0S3 IPADVR 111 type Ethernet boot proto static on boot yes hardware and net mask.
Can you remove the for DNS for a while and put it later?
Yeah. Let's try that. DNS.
So we are not seeing the IP address. That's what the problem, right?
Yeah.
I think if you restart might work, brother. If you do the index 6, might work. Until this okay.
It's not happening. So 192, 68, 56, 112. This is correct, right? ENP0S3. Okay, let's take a look at this here. Okay, so let me do this in order. Device equals ENC0S3 equals 192.168.56.111 type Ethernet boot proto static boot yes hardware ADDR equals okay net mask equals 255.255.255.0. Okay, now I'm going to do systemctl restart network. Okay, it's working now. So let me close this and start it. 192.68.67. Now, okay. Okay, so we have slave. Let's configure slave here. So slave is 111, okay? You could have one master and you could have multiple slaves, okay? So slave is, what are we going to do for the slave? Slave. You know what? The official language for slave is secondary DNS server. Okay, this is how you'll be using it, not the master or slave. Okay, and the host name is dnsslave.gmpt.com. And the IP address is going to use the 192.158.56.111. Okay, alright, let's move forward here. So what we're going to do is we need to install we have host name. First thing we need to do is host name. So let's see here. So VIETC host name, and you put in the host name dnsslave.com. And then you can reboot, and then set a static IP address. I'm going to pretty much copy this here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to install the utility. Yum install bind and bind utils and what else? Just chroot or bind chroot? Okay, yeah. Bind chroot is not necessary here. Okay, you know what, actually, yeah. Bind -y. So you need all this for here. Internet local repo. You need this for master here, but you don't need it for slave. Okay? You need only bind package as well as the utilities.
So chroot will change the root permission kind of thing. That's why we don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to install it, it's gonna just sit there and then it's up to you. I mean, you really don't need it. All you need is two of these here, bind and bind utils. Okay, so let's install that.
So while it's installing, what does it do? What does chroot does?
It's a package, it's just a package name. Chroot is, it makes the, see here, there is one configuration here, it makes it a root server. Over here, you see like root.gmpt.com.
Right.
Yeah, when we make that entry into it, this becomes a root server. Okay, so we'll see if you need to put that in the slave or not, okay? I don't think we need to put that in the slave, but we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So this is a good thing about, see how all these different packages, it's just going out there and installing on its own. So that's the good thing about installing using YAM compared to RPM.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the internet here. I'm going to go here, settings, network, not attack. Okay. So now we need to go into vietc name.com. Okay, this is our, if you're going into the name service, this is a configuration file here. So what we're going to do is just edit this part here. So this time around we're going to put in the IP address, right? So what is the IP address we're going to put in there?
Master master IP address.
No, slave 192.168.56.111. Okay, and in here the local query is going to be 192.168.56.0/24. Alright, I'll come back to here what /24 or /16 means, okay?
We didn't put a semicolon on the above, Megabita.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Thank you. Okay, so this looks good here.
And there's no space necessary after the last semicolon and the parentheses. Curly brackets, there's no space necessary, right?
Let's take a look here what we did here. Yeah, it's not necessary.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to copy this block of code again. Okay, and then I'm going to go. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is you could pretty much same thing goes in here. Okay, so you go back here in the zone, you put down zmpt.com. Okay, now in the type, what are you going to do in the type? Slave. Very good. Okay, and then the file name you're going to put down here is
Forward ZMPT.
forward ZMPT. Okay. Alright, so let me just copy this again. And this is going to be here. This is going to be reverse ZMPT. Okay, and let's see here. Over here, you put on masters and curly bracket. And who is the master here? Master is 192.168.56.110.
Yeah. And is there plural in masters or just master, brother?
Masters.
Okay.
That's how it is. Okay, I think there's a space here. Okay, and actually over here is going to be a different. This is the reverse lookup zone. So 56.168.192.im-addr.ar. Okay?
Yep.
Alright. And then this line goes down here too. So 92.168.56.111. Okay. I'm going to save and exit. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to start the name service here, okay? So before that, let me copy all this. So you go to viname.com, okay? And then you have to put that block of code. Okay, and then you have to put this down also on the end of the line. Okay, so yeah. So you put down this information here, slave, forward, and this line, this information. Okay. Now what you got to do is you got to go. You have to go and create the files in there. Okay. So what you're going to do is cd/var/name. Okay. And you go into the folder slave. CD slaves. Okay, it's nothing in there, right? You know what, actually, let me go back in here. Name.conflict. Down on the bottom, here, the location of this file is, what is the location of this file? Slave/, because on the slave, the secondary master is going to go into the folder named slaves. Okay? This file will be transferred from the master here. We're not creating any files here, okay? These files will be created from the master. Will be transferred from the master because we are making a connection now. Okay, so
do we need to tell server to do, master to do something to send file here?
give me one moment here. Give me one moment. Hold on. Okay, we are in this directory here. I'm doing ls here. There is nothing in here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type systemctl enable name. When I do enable, what is happening?
Services start.
Yeah.
I mean the name services.
Yeah, good. It will start. Actually, it won't start. It is actually enabling it when the system reboots automatically. So it will start again. But now we're going to start it here.
Okay.
Let's see the status. Okay, it's loaded but it's inactive. Now we have to start it. Okay, now we see status, it's active now, okay? So, let's see here. Now start the service. Okay, so systemctl enable named okay, so if the server automatically restarts for no reason, then the name service will come back on again, okay? Okay, now the service is active. And you could do systemctl status named.
Brother, can you update the file name in the reverse and forward the slave and slash?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is important. Okay, so I think we got everything here, right? Forward down to 0.2. Okay, I did ls here, right? What happened?
Showing reverse and forward.
Yeah, the file forward and reverse, it came in here. Where did it came in from? It came from the DNS master. We didn't create these files here, but these files has came from the DNS master here, okay? That means it's working so far.
So it will come only when you restart the service, name service.
Now, there are some configuration things that I'll show you what all this means here, okay? So talk about what all these things mean in the configuration file here, what all these things mean.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go into.
I don't remember what we did, but we did something yesterday with the resolve.com file also.
Yeah.
I don't know what was that, but something.
Okay, so I'm going to go to VI. Okay. In here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put down DNS1 equals, okay, 192.168.56.110, okay, and then I'm going to make it 2 here, 2, and then I'll do 111.
And this is a slave, am I right? Yep, this is slave.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the master goes down, here's the idea. Slave is just the backup. Okay, it's gonna try to hit the master, and it's gonna try to hit. Yes. But the master is only one in the company, okay, for that specific domain.
So do we need to make this DNS2 entry in the master also, or we don't?
Not necessarily. If you want, you could.
No, I'm just asking. I have no idea. I'm just.
Yeah, you can get it. Now what we're gonna do is, so we configured this here. I need to copy this. So you do ls here, and you should see these 2 files here. Okay. Then we're gonna edit this. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this here. And these 2 are gonna be the entries here. So if you continue to have more slaves, you could continue adding it, okay? Not a problem. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to resolve.com. Okay, and resolve your router, your home router is the mischief one here. It's going to go in there and then keep rewriting this information here. Now that we disconnected from the home router, it should work here. So what I'm going to do is search vmpt.com. And then in here we will have a double entry here. Name server. Okay. 192.168.56.110. Okay. And then you go back here and then make it 111. Okay. These are the standard entries that goes into the most of the computers on your network.
So we don't need to put name server 1 or 2, anything, just both are name server?
Yeah.
And when we say that we are disconnected from the router, what does that mean?
We're not on the internet router here. This is information is coming from this is a actual entry in the system here.
But we are still getting the local IP address from the router, am I right? There's no internet, isn't it?
No. Not this IP address is coming from the VirtualBox router. You have a VirtualBox here, and this is a bad boy which is giving the IP addresses. If you blow this up, it's going to be gone. The IP address won't work. I'm sorry, no, this is the NAT here. If you go in here, you go into your properties and control panel and network and network and sharing center. Change the adapter settings and so this is the VirtualBox host network adapter. This is the one which is giving out the IP addresses here. Okay, so if you look at the details, so this one itself has its own IP address, and this is consistent with the IP addresses we are getting here: 192.168.56. Okay, yeah, this is the server. 192.168.100, and everything after that is what we're getting the IPs here. If we kill this, then the internal network is gone on your VirtualBox.
So we are still connected to the router, right?
At this moment, no. If there is no internet connection, then you are not.
Okay.
So what your home router does is it comes in here and rewrites this information, because the router is constantly looking this file up and then writing that information in here so that the networking is enabled. Those are a little bit towards the networking. I would say don't worry about too much here, but the information you have, you should have enough information here. Okay. Okay, so let's do this here. I'm going to copy this.
Brother, one more quick question. If we make it, one more slab, so we have to increase this, another one or the existing one? The one we already.
So, if you make another one here, you don't need to enter anything into the master. You come here and make more entries here. You keep on adding entries here, okay?
Okay.
So usually I've seen more than 2, 3, not more than 3, because one is backup, one is master, and there are 2 slaves here. Okay, if master fails and if another slave fails, then they're gonna backup for backup. Okay, does it make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so we are out of there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to disable the firewall. system CTO. Stop firewall D. And we're going to check the status. Okay, and then we're going to disable it. Okay, so the firewall is dead here. Even if it's going to restart, it's not going to work here.
I don't see any my screen refreshing, but there is
I don't either.
okay. Now we see something.
Yeah, just now. Yeah.
Oh, the screen was frozen?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that happens here. Okay, something is happening here on my side too. Okay. Alright, so okay. Now we have to do everything else what we did here. We have to pretty much do everything what we did here. Configure permissions and ownership. Okay, so I'm going to do ch group name hyphen uppercase R var named. Okay, uppercase hyphen uppercase R means the entire directory. Okay, ch own, I'm changing the ownership, hyphen v root named etc name.com. Okay, yeah, it doesn't need to. Now the SLinux.
What is the root column named? What does that mean?
No, I'm not going to explain now because we haven't completed the administration. So once we go into administration, then it's a deeper topic. It will take about 3 weeks. So at this moment, yeah, I'll just follow this blindly. Then when we go into administration, then we'll do it. Okay?
Got it, bro.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't do those. I mean, the topics are spread around. I couldn't complete one topic before completing the other one. So
I think we should have, in my opinion, we should have completed the administration before we did this. No? Okay.
trust me.
Jazakallah.
Yeah, the way I'm going through is just fine.
Jazakallah.
Okay, and then so now what we could do is from here we could test if the DNS master is working here. Okay, you type it DNS master .zmpt.com. Okay? So it's getting that information here, and let's look up. Okay, DNS.zmpt.com. Okay, so it's giving out that information here. Okay, now it's not going to. Now we have to go out and put in that information in there here. So, but before that, let's see. So let's see here. Did DNS Okay, and let's see, and let's look up here. DNSslave.vmdt.com. So the server can be found here. So why it can't find the server? So you have to make an entry in here. Okay, so you're gonna make entries into these two files here, okay? So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna make DNS slave. Okay, everything else looks good to me. Right?
Serial should be changed. It's now 2.
Yeah, now whenever you come in here, when you're doing the change, you have to change the serial number. Okay? And then time to live, it says 1 day here, so I'm going to make it 2 seconds. Time to live, I'm going to make it 10. Okay.
Okay, brother, this serial 2 means that there are 2 entries for the master slave.
No. It just edits. It's been like, this is going to be a second edit.
But we had yesterday we put the edit with the name test.
This is supposed to do it automatically without restarting the name.services, okay? In perfect world scenario, all you have to do is make any entries in here and change the serial number. Everything else will get automatically updated all throughout your DNS master and DNS slave. Okay, I'll show you when it actually works, okay? So, these entries are the entries you have here is based on seconds here. So, if you're putting in 1 minute, the entry would be 60 seconds, okay? If you are putting 1 hour,
times
times 60 minutes. So 1 hour is 3,600.
Yep.
And then 1 day is 24,400. 1 week is times 7 is 604,800. Okay, so what you could do here is you could come back here. And the serial number is serial number, and this is the time here. 1D is 1 day. So we're not gonna worry about that. We'll just put down 60 here. So we put down it's gonna update every 60 seconds, and then it's gonna try every 60 seconds, and then expire 1 week. I'm gonna put down 604,800. Okay? And then 3 hours, I'm gonna just put down 60 seconds here. And then I'm gonna put down another entry here, TTL, I'm gonna put down 60.
So, what is this expire mean, brother? In the master-slave relationship will expire in this much time?
Yeah, 1 week.
And then if you need to use more,
it will give you, and then it will stop refreshing after 1 week here. Then it will give you an error message.
Okay. So we have to put another serial number, or what we need to do? Start the name service again?
Yeah, I mean, in the perfect world scenario, name service shouldn't be started, okay? The moment you change the serial number, it should all be working just fine.
Oh, serial number. Doesn't matter we didn't put the new entry on it, right?
Normally, what you do is you should change the serial number so that other people in your team would know that the serial number has been changed.
Because, I mean, and The real one scenario, serial number would be 10 if we put some new entry.
Yeah, and each time you make a new entry in here, like we entered a DNS slave dot, and then we made any changes in here, just change the serial number so that what the DNS server is doing is it's reading the serial number. The first thing it's doing is reading the serial number, and if the serial number has changed, then what it will do is it will replicate on the slave. So let's see if it's going to work here, okay? Okay, so I'm going to make it TTL is 60. And I'm going to make it 2 here. And this is 60 seconds. This is also 60. And I'm going to make 604,800. And instead of 3 hours, I'm going to make 60 here. TTL 60. And what entry I'm going to make it here?
Pointer. The last is the.
No, yeah, these two here. So I'm going to make DNS slave INA
192.168.
Yeah. Slave tab IN.
You put the E in the capital.
Yeah, that's that. One 192.168.56.111. Okay, and then I'm going to change this here to
Pointer.
Yeah, pointer is DNS slave. And in here, normally you have hundreds of entries here, or thousands. Because we have thousands of servers. Right?
So these entries, somebody enters or it comes back automatically?
You enter it. You enter it. Each time you enter a new servers that are provisioned, you come here and put it. This is the phone book. Now everything is just like phone book. Just entering the entries. That's it. IP address and then the name.
So these are the authorized IP address who can run who can ping with the name.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. We'll give 60 seconds here. So this was refreshed 12:06. Yeah, 12:30. So let's give it a 1 minute here and see what happens here, okay?
So after in production, we have this kind of setting.
What do you mean? This is the main thing. It's there all the time. In the production environment, all the DNS is a very important thing here. If the hacker brings down the DNS server, then the company is in big trouble. Very, very big trouble. This is highly guarded. There's a lot of security. People are working and managing it all the time here. This is the crown jewel of the network in there. If a hacker goes and brings the DNS server down, that's it. All the computers, they will not be able to communicate on the network.
And we're talking about the outside DNS, not our DNS, am I right?
No. Don't worry about outside DNS. Inside DNS. Offsite DNS is maintained by several entities here. It's maintained by government and maintained by some big corporations, GoDaddy, Namecheap, some non-profit organization, universities. They maintain the DNS servers, okay?
Okay.
No, public DNS, I mean.
Yeah, public DNS.
Yeah, you as a Linux guy, you are managing the internal DNS. And if you bring this down, you are in big trouble. I'm going to first delete it here. You could comfortably delete these files from here because it's going to replicate from the other place.
If we mention the 60-second refresh, it shouldn't be here.
It should have worked by now here, but it's not working. So let's take a look.
Is there any way to see if we have the proper search any commands to see the proper of the files are okay?
Yeah, let me just restart the service here. Okay, so it did replicate here. Uh-oh.
Can you do the reverse also?
Yeah. Oh.
Oops.
Let's see here. Yeah, just.
What did you do, Brother Mohiuddin? Yes. What did you do?
I'm just watching.
Okay, let me make this. Okay, yeah, 60 here. Okay, and 1234. Okay, that's forward. But let's see if it's working though. Let's see here. And let's look up DNS. Okay, yeah, it's working though. Scale of 110. Let me just try it if it's gonna work for me. Yeah, it's not gonna work for me here because it's going outside. Yeah. Because the name servers is going to go look for is 192.68.137.1. Okay, so let me see. Okay,
Yes, you have to put the allow query something. You have to put the local host address over there. I mean, there's now name.config.
here.
Not that one, the other one is
I thought I did it, right?
etc. I believe it is name.config. The last line, I believe, allow query something.
Allow query is doing this, right?
Yeah, that should be not 024, it's something else. Address, I mean the 10 one. Not that line, the other, the top line.
Allow.
That's it. Allow query is,
No, I think let's try it here on the slave. It's gonna go into master your 110 slave.
the last 024, I'm confusion of that one. I believe it should be the,
Yeah, no, I have to explain you what it means. More towards the networking side, but I have to explain you.
maybe some entry like transfer or notify, something like that? Or update it, any allow update or anything?
Yeah. No, the name service is the one which is running. We should do that for us. We don't have to do it. But then again, we don't have a perfect network environment here, so let me see what else could be the problem. Okay, let me remove this. Minimum. This is supposed to be over here. $12.40, right? I'm gonna make the change here. 4. Okay. Let's see if it's gonna. Let's give it 30 seconds, 60 seconds.
Zafar, I'm just curious, what we are troubleshooting at this time? Did we miss something?
No, the file should automatically refresh on the file from master.
So that's what we are troubleshooting?
Yeah. Right now I deleted the two files, right? The forward and the reverse.
From the slave, yeah.
Yeah. Then after 60 seconds, it should automatically be written in here.
And if there are 10, this could be only 2 slaves, so it will appear in both of the new slaves, 2 slaves.
Yeah.
So we did some changes over there, so he's checking what.
Yeah, the name service shouldn't have to start each time.
Can we check the name service again, enable or disable or status?
It's there. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me etcname.conf zone transfer time allow transfer. names that service here. Okay. So maybe I need to put in allows. Allow update. Yeah, I need to put this in here. Allow update. This part. Update.
Allow updates with the IP address comes with the 024.
IP address what?
IP address and with the 024. In both parts.
Brother Zafar, we saw that it was coming. It did came. It's not coming automatically, but it did came from master to server.
Yeah.
Master to slave.
Yeah, when you restart the service, okay, it should automatically come without restart. Allow update, allow query. Okay, so here, yeah, what were you saying? You're putting the full IP address?
192.168 and what was the other one? And put under 024 end.
Okay.
They are both part.
Here,
So leave the none also.
what?
No, without none. Delete the none. Remove the none, yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so,
You forget to give the space after 24 semicolons space. There is a space, I think, after the semicolons.
there is a space here? I don't think so.
I think
Okay, let's give it a space. Okay, it's gonna work now. So let's see here. So let's make a change. Forward. Let's make it 4, 5. Okay, one of them came in. Okay, so both are there now. So I'm going to remove RM as an RF and an asterisk, and then nothing is there, so we're going to give it 60 seconds. Oh, you know what, hold on. I'll wait 50 seconds, then if not, then I'll make change here again. Then it should come here automatically. Okay, so I'm going to make change here. Reverse, I'm going to make it 6. I'm going to make it 6 here. Okay, I'll leave it alone. Still not working.
And this could happen only because something configuration is not right, or did we do some entry kind of thing? Just do me a favor, brother. I don't know will that impact or not. Can you make all these semicolons in line?
Yeah, it shouldn't matter.
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to brainstorm, brother.
No, it worked a minute ago, right?
Okay. When we put this in the original template, this named file, it was as a 1 hour, 1 week kind of thing. And if we left it as the 1 week, will that matter that we need to convert them to the...
No, we are just trying to make it go faster. Yeah, put down 60 seconds. 1 minute. No,
If we have changed...
all these are irrelevant at this moment. So it's reading this one and this one here. It's working when it's restarting here, so I have to figure that out and see what is. Normally, when we change the serial number, it should automatically move here, but it's not working. But when we restart this here, then it's working here. So we have some problem with the, it's not syncing in here. So I have to figure that out and let you guys know. Okay, so let's see here. Disable firewall. And then what you have to do is on the new machine, okay, on here,
We didn't hear you what you said. I mean, the voice was breaking. I don't know.
yeah, okay. Now on DNS master, okay, so make entries for, each time you have something new, you have to make entries here. So make entries for DNS master for the newly added servers, okay? So each time you are adding a server in the environment, you have to go and edit this file here. Let me check something here. vi/var/. So you have to edit these two files here, okay? Okay, on the master, okay? On the master, each time you are adding anything, you just adding a line in here, okay? Okay, and correct. So you're adding this line and this line here. So if you have 10 servers here, you're adding 10 IP addresses and 10 names in here, okay? Okay. Alright, so I'm out of time here, so I'm going to end here. By next week, I'll figure it out why it's not updating on its own, okay?
So what would be the next topic after that?
Next topic after this, I don't know, administration probably?
Okay.
Brother Zafar, before you go, you can stop the recording if you want, or you can leave it. One quick question here, brother.
We go next week, we'll probably set up Samba, then Pixie server.
Okay.
We have NFS, we have kernel updates, conjure, there's a lot of other things here. We still have 3 more months, okay?
Yep. One question before you go, brother.
Yeah.